The high for today is literally 95 degrees. Can we just take a moment of silence? 95 degrees on the first day of fall. This broken world is hardly a single flag handed to the dreamers, but my hope is solid in the promise that will keep us in these last days around the body. You guys, what's up? Today is the first day of fall, and that makes my heart so happy. Yes, so happy. It's the first day of fall. I looked at the temperature, and today is literally the high for today is 95 degrees, and I was like, insert eye roll. As best you can, insert eye roll. And so I knew I wanted to get out into the garden today earlier than I typically try to get out here, just because I want to get some things done before the heat rolls in and just is scorching out here. I wanted to come out and get a lot done yesterday, but the mosquitoes were so bad. I was covered up like I am today, and they literally just went for my face. Like, I went inside last night and I had so many mosquito bites like on my face. It was like a big whelp right here because they couldn't get my skin. So I mean, they were like, they couldn't get the other parts, so they was like, your face is available. And so yeah, I didn't last out here very long at all, as much as I wanted to. And then the day before that was kind of the same thing, you know, and it was hot. And so hopefully I can really make some progress today, because, you know, I want to plant out some more things. But the way my brain works is I need to have everything organized and then plant my seeds. And so let me catch you up to date. Okay, so as you saw, well, as you see, like these, my brassicas are looking very sad because it's so hot out here. But as you saw, what I did is I removed the boxes from here and here. And what I want to do is go ahead and use those boxes over in the container section. And what I want to do is I want to use these two boxes, and I want to put an archway here. And I typically have used the T post to do the archway. But because this is over in our container garden and I don't want to puncture under there, because remember, we want to smother out that bamboo. We don't want to let any light or any water or anything, you know, down there. And so I was thinking that I could just staple it with some fencing staples onto the inside of this box. And so that's what I'm going to attempt to do. Okay, so my cattle panel arch on the boxes in theory sounded really great, and like I showed you, we hammered the staples, the post staples, into the boxes. But as soon as I tried to move the box to adjust where it was to make sure I was getting it right where I wanted it to be, the staples popped. And so popped right on out, because, you know, the cattle panel is so heavy and that wire is so thick. Just try to see how I can have a this cattle panel arch without using T-post. I think it's going to be really beneficial to figure that out for a container garden, because I know that I want to arch over here. And so yeah, I'm still thinking about that. So this is what this whole area is looking like right here with those boxes removed. Okay, so what I really want to do is frame out these spaces. And so I want to take out this little walkway because I won't need it, and just have all of this to be planting space. So continuous planting space. I'm also thinking about like if I should take out this walkway or leave it. I may leave this one walkway and then have all of this a continuous planting space. And I'm going to be doing the same thing on this side. I'm going to be taking up that box and just having this. It's what I'm thinking, like a continuous planting space. Maybe keep this little walkway and then connect these planting spaces as well. On this side, I'm going to be removing the second archway, and I'm going to frame this up like a U. So coming from over here, this way, and then here. And so this walkway is going to be planting space. Okay, so that is 18 feet. So what my plan is to make each part, like a 9-foot box. And so I'm going to go over here to my scrap wood pile and see if we have some pieces over here that I can use to frame out this space. It just makes it look just so neat to me. And even though all of those beds are in ground, I would still like a frame. Yeah, I have some long pieces over here that they can be used if they aren't already spoken for by my wonderful husband. Walking back to the garden is such a beautiful sight. Makes my heart happy. I'm thinking I can do a 9x4, two 9x4 beds over here. And then over here actually ends up being the same thing. 4 brings me right to that corner, so that's convenient. So even though I loved the double arches, one of the reasons why I decided to take the second arch away is because in the spring, when I planted the watermelons here, they didn't do great, and I don't really know why. It is planted right underneath this pine tree that's huge up there. I'm just thinking that maybe there wasn't enough, maybe everything was just too crowded over here and there wasn't enough airflow. Because I'm still unable to put my finger on exactly why it didn't work out. So I've left this archway, which I am going to adjust because it's not as straight as I need it to be. But this is the section that I'm focused on right now. I'm going to take this up because I don't need that walkway anymore, and I'm going to extend the planting area out by that much. Okay, so I have my saw set up on the front porch. I'm gonna go ahead and make those cuts for the frames. Okay, so I have all my pieces cut. I grabbed some wood screws and my drill, and I'm going to take those pieces into the garden and go ahead and assemble the frames there. So it is the same day. I just have on a different jacket because this one's thinner and it has a hood. Because it is warming up out here on this first day of fall. So I just wanted to pause real quick and encourage all you ladies who feel like there's so much that you can't do because you don't have help. I just want to encourage you that there are some things that you can do that you're capable of. I want to show you that there's some things that you can absolutely do. There's some things that are simple enough to do without help. I know it may be discouraging sometimes to see women like myself who very much so has a husband who is so helpful and so handy. But I want to show you that there are things that you can get out and do yourself as well, such as frame out a garden space. So I'm going to show you how easy and simple this is. Okay, so I brought my boards over here. So I measured my section, right? And I know that this is 9 feet this way and this is 4 feet this way. So I just cut the boards accordingly. And I'm going to do the simplest thing. I'm literally going to just screw my pieces in. So to make sure that I have a full 4 feet, what I need to make sure to do is to screw it in the inside, because if I go on the outside, I'm going to take away some of my inches. And so I want to go on the inside, and I'm going to screw from here through into here, and I'm going to do the same thing, and that is what is going to make the frame around this garden bed. Okay, so real quick, in my haste, I wanted to tell you why I picked up the wrong screws. Like, these screws are not going to work. They're way too long. And I screwed one in here so that you could see why it doesn't work. And so you need to find a screw or buy a screw that is specifically the size that you need. And so I wouldn't need a screw that's this long. And so you're going to want to measure from here to here so that you know how long your screw needs to be. I have some other screws on hand, so it's not going to be a problem. I'm going to go ahead and get back to it. I just wanted to point that out, that you do want to make sure your screws are the correct screws, which should be exterior if you're doing something, you know, outside, and that they are the correct length. Look how much more aesthetically pleasing that is already. And all I did was put a frame around what was already there. So yesterday I tried hammering the cattle panel to the garden box with this thin, shiny staple, post staple, and then I went and got some of these, and it's actually working. Just working on this archway, and behind me I heard a burst. It's so hot out here that the hose just gave in, man. That's how hot it out is. That's how hot it is out here. I feel like I want to burst. I literally came in and just changed for the 3rd time today because it's very hot outside. But since I'm in here, let me show you what Thomas accomplished with the cabinets. Then I'm gonna get a drink. We're gonna go back outside and finish up. So he built the frame for our corner cabinet. And he also built the frame for where the dishwasher will go. So it makes my heart so happy to come in here and see this. Oh my goodness. So it's looking absolutely fabulous over here. Next, I grabbed a lighter so that I can burn away. That's how you cut it. You use a lighter, this stuff right here. So I'm going to go ahead and measure it out to here. Go ahead and burn it and pin it down. Listen, the heat was so crazy today that this device literally shut down while I was recording. It was 99 degrees out here and the real feel was 108. And it was like, nah, like I'm done. So I want to go ahead and show you what was accomplished today. I'm so excited. I feel just so accomplished. Like, it looks so good and organized out here, and this was an easy fix that anybody could do. It was super duper simple. Let me show you the final results. Here is this space. I am going to come out and take out this middle section and just go ahead and level off this whole section with soil, and I'm going to do that for each of these boxes. On this side, we created this keyhole. It's what I'm told this is called. I didn't know. I just was thinking it was a U. I was able to add so much more planting space over here just by taking away this walkway. Also made this archway much wider, which I love. It mimics the other archway. I'm so happy. I'm calling this my floating archway. It worked, y'all. It worked. I'm so happy about how things turned out. I'm so happy with that amount of work that I was able to accomplish today. I feel like it's really going to just set me up so nicely to be able to come out here and sow the seeds that I want to sow starting tomorrow, because tomorrow is real fall. Tomorrow, the high is 78, and I'm so excited about that. I'm looking forward to coming out here and leveling off all of these and filling all these beds that I framed. I'm going to fill those with soil and go ahead and amend those beds and get them ready for the seeds that I want to plant. I can't wait to show you what I'm planning to sow. I'll see you guys next time.